red chip is looking better than ever.
Still haven't blown it up yet. Hey, it's that robot.
Look, she's moved past creepy stalker phase. Well, maybe.
Aww.
I mean, this kind of creepy stalker-ish. Considering, you know, entirely new galaxy and everything.
Actually, yeah. That... Oh no!
Oh no! Bad things happened!
Dun dun.
Okay, so the Wuposh Nebula is sort of a place to introduce you to the space battles, but nothing really important happens. So I just show it off for a second before moving on. We'll cover space battles in a later video.
The Whoop-Ass Nebula.
Oh man, Raritanium!
That's used for stuff.
Yeah, we'll explain what it's used for later.
Couple videos.
Yep. There we go.
Oh, right back to it.
Yep. But it's at the very end, so... Yeah, space battles are a thing, and they're pretty fun, but, I mean... That one just comes out of nowhere and doesn't really have any importance, so I just skip it. So, welcome to the Arena Planet.
It's not really a planet.
Well, no, but...
Arena Station.
Alright, so a couple things I forgot to mention last time was... There are a couple names for this game. Also, if you do that to pretty much every breakable in this area, you get a skill point. This game was censored in the UK instead of being called Going Commando because apparently walking around with underwear with no underwear on is gross. They called it Locked and Loaded. And in Japan, because I don't think Going Commando is really a common thing, also if you hit these, then if you hit the machines and you get 300 volts eventually, you get a skill point. In Japan, it's called Ratchet and Clank Bang 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 Commandos of the Galaxy.
That's the most Japanese name I've ever heard.
It's the best name. I love it.
Last time on Ratchet and Commando, Bang 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 Commandos of the Galaxy.
Also, this game is a lot of people's favorite. Like, it's really good, but I still like Up Your Arsenal and A Crack in Time better.
How did you miss the elevator?
I don't know how I missed it.
I love the chicken bots. I love the sound they make.
Yeah, that's actually what they're called too.
I know. That's why I called them.
I know, but no, like, I just figured, you know, he's not calling them that because they just look like chickens. Their official name is Chicken Bot.
Which is weird because there aren't actually chickens.
No, well, I mean, there are actual chickens in the Ratchet and Clank universe. We've established that last game. Remember the animal gun turned them all into chickens?
Okay, yeah.
Aw, man, the animal gun in this is so great, but I can't talk about it yet, because that's not popping up for several videos.
Alright, I as many faults as All For One had, Pig Gun was pretty great.
Pig Gun is pretty great, yes. And today we're going to have an exciting time, because we're going to be upgrading some weapons.
Ooh.
Yeah. One thing I learned because of this segment right here is that the Ninja Star things, they actually have a pretty decent range. Like, they have a better range than the Lancer does.
Huh.
Yeah, like, you see here I'm just completely missing that guy.
Dang.
Yeah, you can throw stars farther than the Lancer can shoot. Also, those things are hot. Don't touch them.
Good to know.
Yep. I don't know why that would ever really come up, aside from being terrible at a video game, but... And another thing about the stars is that
Keep attacking the ship.
Yeah, they they bounce around a lot, so they can actually hit either multiple people or the same person multiple times, which makes them really good. Right now they only have 3 bounces, but I think once they upgrade, they improve. Also, you can either wait till you have Clank later, or you can pop up here, use that box, and get this Platinum Bolt early.
Sequence breaking, yeah.
It's not really sequence breaking, I mean...
Yeah, I know, I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
A lot of interesting things happening.
Listen, this plane is kind of short. In fact,
It's a station!
whatever! This level! That
Okay.
Is that happy? Does that make you
Yes.
happier?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Great. Good. Also, there are 2 skill points I won't be able to talk about because of the gimmick that we're going to be doing for the arena battles. But it's no secret that you fight 2 different bosses, Chainblade and the B2 Brawler. There are skill points associated with them as well. Chainblade, if you beat him using nothing but your wrench, which is hard to do with the basic wrench, we'll get into that later, you get a skill point. And then B2 Brawler, I did mention in the Uncut version that there's a bitch of a skill point associated with him. You have to beat him without getting hit once.
Yeah, that's not easy.
No, it's really not. Like,
He just throws shit all over the screen.
he does, and then he like spins around and shit. It's a really fun fight, but that skill point is really frustrating early in the game. You have to basically wait till later.
Ooh, and it completely changes shape.
Yep, Lancer turns into the heavy Lancer. It holds 100 more rounds and it fires faster and stronger.
It's actually useful.
Yeah, it's useful for quite a while.
Right up until you get the Blitz gun. I love the Blitz gun.
Yeah, I could tell. Also, we do get the Blitz gun in the next video, the arena one that we're not going to be doing normal commentary over. Because I don't want to sit there and talk over arena battles when the arena battles in this one are quite simple. It's just basically survive X amount of rounds of dudes. There's a couple gimmicky ones, but not too many. And all the gimmicky ones are pretty self-explanatory.
Everyone ready for tonight's Mega Battle! Introducing, from nowhere in particular, this guy!
Face!
If he can make it past all of our gladiators,
I have to admit, the faces aren't as bad in this one as they were in the last game.
Yeah, they fixed it up a little bit. I like the guy on the left who was just like, "Rah! I'm so hot!
Do it!
I'm gonna get this guy!"
let the games
I like the crowds doing the wave, too.
Yep.
That's neat.
Alright, so this arena is just survive 6 rounds of dudes. And this is the only one I'm showing because it's the only one you have to do story-wise, aside from like one later. You only ever are forced to do 2 arena fights, and this is one of them. Although they've got a nice variety of enemies, because they have got these little ball spinny things that we saw in the first level. They got the chainsaw and fire throwing dudes. They've got the guys with the giant clubs that you don't see anywhere else aside from the arenas, I don't think.
So do you think that these guys like sign up for this, or is it part of their Thugs for Less contract?
I don't think this is all Thugs for Less. I think this is sponsored by Megacorp. It's not Thugs for Less. So I think they just sign up for it going, yeah, we're gonna kick this Lombax's ass.
And then he turns out to be the protagonist. And oops.
Never pick a fight with the protagonist.
this guy!
Hey, you got a boring minigame.
Come back and fight again for big cash prizes!
Da 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 da.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
you won
this
the Electrolyzer.
thing is not that great.
I hate it.
Oh, it's not
annoying.
as bad as the next one. This is the good version in this game. So this is what it is. You see those little lightning bolts things? You gotta make sure that the switches are facing the correct way. Oh boy.
And they throw extra little electrolyte things just to throw you off.
That's actually the good game. There is a worse mini game that's used to unlock doors
This
later.
would make a nice souvenir for Clank.
Face! His unfocused eyes makes it.
Return to your old galaxy immediately.
Clank, you can just slip out of those.
Yeah, like, come on, dude. Maybe he's just really relaxed.
Oh, nope, not anymore.
No. But to be fair, now he's unconscious.
How do you do that to a robot?
Face.
Oh.
Alright.
Just like put him in shutdown mode or what?
I guess. I don't know. Anyway,
So fun!
speed this shit up.
Some of the later ones actually are that fast.
No, they're not that fast, but there are a whole lot more tricky ways to mess up. And if you mess up, you have to start all over.
So great. So fun. It's like, boy, I sure do love this action platforming, but you know what would be really great? A tedious and annoying minigame.
I exploded again, I'm sorry.
Ratchet just accidentally levels up in a china shop, is in debt for the rest of his life.
Oh, man. At least until he unlocks challenge mode, in which case he's in debt for like maybe 20 seconds. Oh, challenge mode is so ridiculous in this game. I've never beaten a challenge mode in any Ratchet and Clank.
This poor bastard. Right here.
Yeah.
Well, all of them, really.
There's two different things that you can use the tractor beam with in this thing, and the developers actually said, you know, there's no real difference between the bomb and the inspector. It's just a flavor thing that they don't know why they wasted the memory on.
Who knows. It is funny watching them just flail around.
Yeah.
Nice dodge.
Thank you. Look, we have to do it again, and this time it introduces you to a new concept that you'll be using in just a second.
I like the effects on the tractor beam just because they remind me of a proton pack.
Alright, so you see this? This is a giant slingshot.
Why does this exist?
It's a very good question.
Clearance granted.
But yeah, you flung him up here to land in the little footpad things, and he opens the door for you.
I don't think he does. It's kind of impossible.
He kind of does, but not due to his own free will.
Yeah, he's just like, I don't get paid enough for this shit.
He probably doesn't.
Probably didn't get paid at all. He's a robot.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, you forget that robots are actually sentient beings in this universe.
Oh, and they also apparently have souls.
Yeah.
I learned that from Into the Nexus. I'm not going to talk anymore about that because it makes me sad.
Well, I haven't played it at all, but you did tell me what that is, and that does make me sad, and I still think you're lying.
I'm not.
Okay.
I wish I was, but I'm not.
Well, we got another bomb we need to take to another door. This section's kinda dumb.
Who's leaving these lying around? Because they're pretty potent explosives, apparently.
They are pretty potent. They explode glass doors that your weapons can't break, so...
We'll just leave my thermal grenade sitting around, no big
Yeah.
deal. The thermal detonator, I mean.
That was my favorite part of Return of the Jedi. I think that's everybody's favorite part of Return of the Jedi, is just the very beginning with Jabba's palace. Because the rest of the movie kind of sucks after that.
The little bit on Endor before they meet the Ewoks is pretty great.
Okay, yeah, and I guess all the scenes with the Emperor.
And then Lando piloting the Falcon was
Yeah.
great. You know what? Return of the Jedi is actually a decent movie. I'll say
Okay. So I finally found the sweet spot. I was going back too far. These ones are really easy because all you have to do is just keep backing up until it lets go automatically. And I'm surprised I actually did this as fast as I did because I'm usually really super awful at this.
I love the space limousine. I wish you could pilot the space limousine.
Oh man, piloting the space limousine would be the best. I wish you could turn your ship into the space limousine.
Wish that was a cheat code. That would be
Yeah,
great.
there is no code for that. Alright, so these are the Spherical Worlds. They kind of give me a headache.
It's a large asteroid, I think.
Actually, I think it's a small moon. Either way.
It's not... I don't know. It's not big enough to be a moon. It's an asteroid.
Well, either way, you have to go around, you have to destroy these 5 transponders. And these worlds give me a headache because I really don't like the curvature and everything. I mean, they're a cool concept and all, but... Also, because they're spherical, they don't really have a map. And, like, you can look at a map of them, it's just basically the camera zooms out really far and you can pan it around to look at stuff.
Yeah, that's... Because it just rotates so slowly.
Yeah, and it's also not all that helpful because everything kind of looks the same.
But then when you exit it, it instantly snaps back, and it's like, come on, game.
Yeah. Oh man, we're so close to upgrading the gravity bomb. It has one of my favorite evolutions.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
We'll see it in just a second, and I'm not gonna lie, it's like maybe 1 or 2 enemy groups away. We'll be able to see what it turns into. But yeah, this is all you do. You go around, you find screw bolts to unwind, and then you hit the things.
Yeah!
Yay!
Now do it 3 more times. Or 2. Is it 3 or 2?
I forget. There's 6 in total. I think I've
Okay,
got
so
3. Yeah.
Couple guys are still sleeping. And like a little claw just trying to bounce around, trying to get to him. It's like, why isn't this working?
Oh, and I was mistaken. The Blitz gun is not 25,000. It's 15,000. So, sorry. It's not as expensive as I thought. It's still stupid expensive for this point of the game.
It's worth every single bolt.
It is worth every bolt, but man, it's pretty silly expensive right now. Oh, nope. Completely missed. But here we go. The mini nuke. And they're not lying when they call it a mini nuke. See those 2 dudes right there?
No, you don't.
They're gone now. It's such a great weapon. Holy shit, it's a great weapon. I love it.
They really nailed almost all the weapons in this game, with the exception of, I think, a couple.
Yeah. This game was one of the first ones to really give most of the weapons a really good run for their money. Like, eventually the mini nuke and the heavy lance are going to be obsolete, but even then, they still get a pretty good run.
Especially considering they're your starter weapons.
Yeah, these are good for like halfway through the game. At that point, everything has way too much health to really be affected by them. And then there's some weapons that I think you can buy either really early, like maybe next video or the video after that, and I still use those into the end game.
Yeah, the Blitz gun. We've been over this.
Well, aside from that one. Well, we're done with this. It's awful. I hated it.
Good work, my boy. You are proving to be invaluable in this underwear. Anywho,
I don't want to think about his
now
underwear.
under the protection of thugs for less. But I may have found
It must
a way for you to
unfurl like a
insinuate
tent.
their operation.
Is it You said you didn't want to think about it, and then you just keep thinking about it.
actually,
What's
yes,
wrong
it
with
is.
you?
Good.
I can't stop.
The wind in your hair, the sun on your skin, the bugs in your teeth.
These guys remind me,
Desert Riders.
Before I became a desert rider,
what's the fucking name of that Legend of Zelda monster?
Moblin?
Yes, they're moblins.
They do remind me of Moblins now that you say something.
They really do.
I like this guy. This guy's cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I also make these cute gloves for all the
Look
guys.
at the gloves!
Okay, those are pretty cute clothes. But why do they have like 6 fingers?
To enter the most grueling of
That is twice as many as fingers as most races have.
and become one of us. Desert Riders. The number
Captain
one
Quark
choice.
could not wear those gloves.
Desert
could
Riders
try.
all use
could.
Megacorp bikes, so I just had to pull a few strings. Contract me as soon as you get more indignation. Fizzwidget, out.
But yeah, we're done.
Yay!
We just gotta go back to the ship now.
Why can't we just keep Space Limo?
I know, I really want to keep Space Limo.
I feel like Space Limo should be part of like an 80s rock music video. Like a hair metal music video. That would be great.
Oh, you're talking... They actually did something with that in, like, Homestar or something, when they did the limousine cartoon. When they were in space, they had a space
Yeah,
limo.
I just feel like every time you're in that Space Limo, Dr. Feelgood should be playing. You can destroy this one.
But yeah, we're done. We don't need to be here anymore. Except for all the arena stuff.
Yeah.
Which is in a completely different video that we're not even going to be watching when we do the commentary for it. But look, we have 2 places we can go now. Ooh.
Ooh.